Oh, yes, transfer season is still up and running. Clubs are still buying players, so we're far from being done. With that being said, welcome back to the channel, people. You know the face, you know the name. Aaron here, back again with another video. Shout out to everybody tuning in, man. The last video is almost at 1K, so that means I'm doing something well. I'm doing something good. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to try and be consistent, even though the studio is still in the rebuilding phase. But yeah, shout out to everybody always tuning in, man, showing love and support. It's about the message at the end of the day. I could be doing this outside in the snow. As long as you guys get the message, that's all that matters, man. But yeah, shout out to everybody always showing love and support, man. I appreciate you guys. And the journey, the road to 20K is still very much on. And I appreciate every single one of you guys, man. You guys are legends. Listen, let's talk about Arsenal, man. Let's talk about Arsenal. We got the here we go from Fabrizio. Mikel Merino is going to join. And I don't know why everybody always says Moreno. I don't know. Maybe if they see the name, maybe if they see how it's actually written, they will. But anyway, that's just a little thought that I had. Mikel Merino is moving to Arsenal. Arsenal have signed Mikel Merino. I don't know why I've just said that 3 times, but yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, Mikel Merino is joining Arsenal Football Club at the age of 28. Now, if you've watched him a little bit in the past, you know that he started at Osasuna, then went to Borussia Dortmund. It didn't really work out for him there, which is why he got the loan move to Newcastle, who ended up buying him on a permanent deal. But again, unfortunately, it didn't work out for him there. And the team was a bit or largely discombobulated at the time as well. So it wasn't really his fault. He's a very technical player, and the team that he was in at the time at Newcastle, it didn't really suit him, if I'm honest. So after Newcastle, he then went to Real Sociedad, of course, and he's been there since 2018. Now, I think this ties in perfectly into the topic of, can Arsenal win the league this season? I think Arsenal have been in a position to win the league for the past 3 seasons now, because obviously this is the first season that they look like they're going to challenge for it. In the past 2 seasons they have, and I've got no doubts that they will do it again this season. The question still remains, though: will they win the league? Can they win the league? Excuse me. Can they win the league? Absolutely. Will they win the league? That's a different question. And I think maybe a lot of the guys that you watch who support Arsenal have said this already, but in my opinion, and I've said this for over a year now, Arsenal can win the league. They just need that killer up front. They just need that deadly striker that's going to make the difference in the games where they do need someone to be clinical and to just, be the one up front to finish all of their chances. Because if they have somebody up front to finish all the chances that they create, because they create them at such a high rate, that could make the difference. But for some reason, Arteta, till now, doesn't seem like he wants to be bringing in that sort of striker. Now, bringing it back to Mikel Merino, is he a good player? Absolutely. I think I sung his praises during the Euros, and I said that it's crazy to me how Spain can have a midfield of Rodri, Dani Olmo, and who was the third one? Fabian Ruiz. All 3 of them being incredibly technically gifted. Bring on a Mikel Merino off the bench, who's like a 4th choice for the Spanish national team, and nothing's changed because technically he's very, very good. Technically, the basis of the fundamentals, of football are there to be seen. It's crazy to me how this is even possible. But again, that's just the culture in Spain. That's how they grew up. And we all know that Mikel Arteta is a very meticulous manager. He wants his players to be all technically gifted. Excuse me. He wants his players to all be technically gifted and to be good on the ball and to be confident and comfortable on the ball, which there's nothing wrong with. But I just wonder if this signing, and again, this is a great signing for Arsenal. They have another midfield option. It just gives them something different in terms of depth as well, maybe, because, sometimes the issue has been that some of the players are not always fit. Thomas Partey missed a lot of games due to injury. Jorginho cannot always be relied on, and in certain games he struggles a little bit if the tempo is different. If he's not sitting and dictating play, and if he's being pressed, he can be a bit in difficulties. So it is a different option, and it's a good option to have in the squad. But I just wonder, if you ask me the question directly, Aaron, do you think that Mikel Merino will help or can help Arsenal win the league? I'm going to say no, because Marino's not going to be the one scoring all the goals. There were times during the game where Arsenal needed to be more clinical, and they needed to Arsenal needed to be more clinical, and they needed to avoid making silly mistakes. Now, making the silly mistakes at the back, that's up to the defense and the goalkeeper. That's not going to be up to Merino. Scoring the goals when it matters the most, that's not going to be up to Merino. I know he scored that goal against Germany and stuff, but how many times is that going to happen in the game? Is he going to be like a midfielder that's going to crash late into the box and make the late runs into the box and stuff like that and then score goals? I highly doubt it, because Odegaard is the one to be conducting all the play as a number 10. So, yeah, if you ask me, is Mikel Merino going to help Arsenal win the league? The answer is no. I still believe, yeah. And listen, I'm trying to be unbiased here. This is general football talk. If Arsenal was to go into the market and put money down for a striker like a Victor Osimhen, like a Gyökeres from Sporting Lisbon, if Arsenal were to sign any of these two strikers, trust me, I would sit here with chest, as a rival fan or not, and say, Arsenal will win the league. I would sit here and say that, but I just do not see it happening. They're about to get rid of Eddie Nketiah, reportedly. Balogun's left already. So now who are they left with? Havertz and Gabriel Jesus. Are they really strikers that can win Arsenal the league? Personally, are they strikers that will really win Arsenal the league? In my opinion, I don't think so. I can't sit here and say that Havertz will give you a guaranteed 25 goals in the season in the Premier League. Premier League only, because I know people like to do the whole all comps thing, the same way people like to do this GA thing now to make the number look a bit more nice. No. Can Havertz get you 20 plus goals in the Premier League? I don't think so. Can Gabriel Jesus give you 20 plus goals in the Premier League guaranteed? I don't think so. And I think the past seasons have shown it. They've shown it. So I don't know, man. Again, this is a good signing, but is it good enough to rival against the big dogs of Manchester City? They've just announced Ilkay Gundogan coming back to the club, wearing the number 19. Do you know what I mean? So Merino, Gundogan, do you know what I mean? The difference is night and day. And again, this is not me dissing Merino. He's a fantastic footballer with great technical ability, but there's still something missing. And this will contribute to Arsenal again being almost there. We got there almost, but not quite. And it's a shame, because they could go out there and attract the likes of Osimhen, attract the likes of Gyökeres, who's badding up the Portuguese league again. He's badding up the Portuguese league again. I seen a goal that he scored online. I seen some of the footage and I'm like, goodness me, if this guy was to join Arsenal, he would cause absolute riots in the Premier League, bro. I promise you that. No matter who he joins, bro. No matter who he joins. So I think it's just a shame that Arsenal... And listen, maybe I'm sat here saying this, and then towards the end of the window, they go and do sign a Osimhen. They do sign a Gyökeres. Maybe they're going to do that. Maybe they're saving the best for last. We never know. But is Mikel Merino a good signing? Yes. Will it help Arsenal win the league? I don't know. And the fact that I don't know, or the fact that this is the answer, says a lot. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know, man. You guys let me know in the comment section what you think. What do you think of this Mikel Merino signing? Is it a good signing for Arsenal? I believe it is. It's fantastic, if you ask me. But will it help Arsenal win the league? I highly doubt it, because they will have a lot of games. Injuries will creep in. Fatigue will creep in. I still think they need another right winger, because, bro, are you going to let Bukayo Saka play another 60 plus games after having a Euros, after barely having a break and coming back and this? Are you going to do that to him again? You've got to think about all these things, man. So, yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section below, guys. You know what to do. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Football is back this weekend. I can't wait for it to happen. Starting tomorrow. Who's playing at 12:30 tomorrow? I need to check the schedule. But anyway, yeah. Videos, man. Videos have to run all the time. It's road to 13K. Shout out to everybody who was tuning in. Love and supporting, like showing love and support every single time. So yeah, you know what to do. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, and more videos. But anyway, this weekend as well, more videos coming. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.